frozen out of town.
I see I got to give it, don't count the blessings. I played the odds and I changed directions. I board on the dreams and they come true. I never let them see it from the same view. I heard on the stories that you can't prove. It's hard to count the wins if you can't lose. I might make a whole lot more. I wear a horse trying to tell it, hold that door. Boy, Mr. Lottery, never like picks, but they all still follow me. Now ain't that to a dad, ain't that a switch? I paved the way, you saved the date. Playing for the most part. Still do it cause they give me paid, but she don't get saved. That mojo screaming, oh behave, you been there, you took that break. I get sleep when I stay up late. Same old for the most part, ain't changed for the most.
Did this year and told us the story of one of her heroes, WNBA legend Lisa Leslie.
So here's a question. How many MVP titles do Lisa Leslie and Candace Parker have between the two of them? Is it A, 2, B, 3, C, 4, or D, 5? Well, I'm sure this winner answered that correctly. It's the 2K. For the dedicated 2K TV viewer, this award will go to the user who answered the most 2K TV interactive trivia questions correctly. And for the longtime viewers, this name may sound familiar. A repeat from 2K19. Congratulations once again, LucaRom90. Way to pull out the right responses under pressure and knowing a lot about the league, history, and our game. Our next award is the Kia Pro-Am MVP. Our Pro-Am is no joke, and here you'll find 3-on-3 games and 5-on-5 games against arguably the toughest competition in NBA 2K. And this year's Kia Pro-Am MVP is Clutch GC. Congratulations! Finally, it's time to announce our 2K TV WOW Top Play of the Year winner. We had thousands of entries, more than 150 contenders, and from our 4 seasonal winners and a very close decision, you chose Toy Soldier 98 as our winner of 1 million VC for Top Play of the Year. That's right, our winter winner took home the grand prize and it wowed us all. Thanks to everyone who submitted top plays this year. It's been quite a ride. It's been an amazing season, and you may have noticed my co-host Chris Manning isn't here, but he will be back next season, and we both can't wait to see you then. Until 2K22, here's a look at the best moments from Season 7.
I'm Chris Manning.
And I'm Alexis Morgan. Welcome to a brand new episode of 2K TV. This is so exciting. We are virtual fans right now in a live NBA game.
That's right. We're inside the bubble right now, joining a bunch of fans to watch some NBA action.
I wish I could high five you right now. Can we try it?
Boom.
Ooh.
Like that.
Oh, there
Virtual
we
high
go.
five. Yeah,
Who is
that's
this
right.
guy?
All of the
Who is
fans.
this guy messing up our high five?
This is Alexis Morgan reporting live from the Rec.
What's up, Afro?
Good defense. But I'll get that steal.
Oh, I gotta get back in bounds. Nice D pass.
There we go. There we go.
In the flesh, large and in charge. You name it, I am it.
Large and in charge, baby.
I'm really excited about that and honored. When I got the call, I don't remember exactly when it was, but when I got it, I was like, really? The actual cover or like the China cover or like be specific? And it was like, no, the actual game. I was like, dang, that's a real accomplishment. You know, only a select few, you know, been able to grace this cover. So it's truly an honor.
Oh my God! Oh my God, chat! We got a logo, chat. Logo joined in the building. Let's go!
What are some of your favorite modes in 2K?
I am huge on my career. Like, I play my career all the time. When my little cousins come over, we play just play mode, and I am not a believer in letting little kids win. So, like, my little cousin DJ, he gets mad at me all the time because I beat it.
I know you have some favorite teams, some favorite players. Tell me about those.
I have teams that I love depending on, the season.
Are you a fair weather fan?
Yes, I am.
No,
Yes, I
what do
am.
they call them? They call them...
I'm a bandwagger. I'm a proud bandwagger. I really am.
This is a tough question, but who's the best my player of all time?
We all are.
Freak.
Oh, gee. I'm being selfish. It's been fun.
right?
I mean, we'll just,
Don't be diplomatic. I know you can
I
say it.
said all of us, man. I
That
mean,
is
down
diplomatic.
to the OG, down to the best Chase.
How are you doing?
Hey, man, ATM money whenever you need it. I'm in the building. I'm happy to be here.
What was the first thought that went through your head when they gave you the call to come back in this epic storyline?
The first thought was me. They sure they called the right person. But you know what, man? It's just really been an honor. I have to pinch myself every day, and I'm thankful.
You said that you might rap or sing.
Me and you sing?
I could sing too.
All right, won't you
If you-
sing with?
Okay, so we've got some topics. Barbecue chicken.
Yes.
Any songs? Or
About
raps?
barbecue chicken?
Barbecue chicken?
No. Why don't you try?
Okay.
Give me a beat.
Barbecue chicken. Like my Micken. Oh, okay. It's a part of the ficken. Oh, but you tricking.
Oh, thank you.
Cause you
You just made my day.
you
I
cooking it in the kitchen.
Hey,
We're gonna put these in the bloopers.
Look.
This is not going the regular
Yes, I was
interview.
going on an
No.
Put this on so you can have a disguise. So, hey, that's the girl that rhymed Micken with chicken. Mom, what's Micken? This is the best interview I've ever had in my life. Thank you.
You recently tweeted about how you've been helping patients battling COVID. You're in the medical field, so I just want to say thank you to everybody working in that field during this incredibly tough time. You talk about
A look from earlier as the Nets bus arrives at the arena. No doubt this is a club ready to handle this challenge on the road tonight. Soaring high above the Willamette River towards our location tonight in downtown Portland. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action.
Craig Anthony, Brett Berry, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And DA, it's all yours.
Well, the ceremony was delayed, and understandably so, but at last, the Hall of Fame class. Of 2020 was enshrined, and what a class it was, led by Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, and of course, the late great Kobe Bryant headlining the 9 inductees.
Thank you, DA.
The NBA is such an international phenomenon, Kenny. Tearing up this league are some young guns who started outside of the U.S.
Yeah, Giannis, Jokic and Doncic, they come to mind. They're probably 3 of the top 10 players in basketball right now. It's not, I don't even say it anymore. I don't say international player. I just say he's a player now. I never think about Giannis as an international.
Now for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And then for Brooklyn, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Durant. Brown comes in for Harris. And Junior subbed in for James Harden. A nice shot by Simons. Kenny, your shot mechanics look polished, even back in college. Some guys take longer to have that thing look smooth and right and make some sense optically.
Well, it's repetition more than the visual. So the more I actually shot the ball and my left hand stays on too long, so I had a side spin. It didn't have a natural revolution. So Marcus Smart comes to mind, Lonzo Ball, but the repetition will help you.
There are some guys that, some of the great shooters don't have great, Ray Allen, Kobe.
Yeah.
Kobe shot it with
Larry Bird's form was different.
But, they perfected it.
Lays it up and banks it in. Irving's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's Simon, and it's blocked by Jordan.
If there's one end of the floor that DJ takes seriously, it's the defensive end, and he loves to get up and reject those shots.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. It's a 10-point game. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3. It's the Nets now, and this game the first chance they've had to see Portland.
And both of these sides were fighting tooth and nail for a playoff spot and split their season series at 1 apiece.
Irving passes to Junior. It doesn't go for him. And it's Portland the other way. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
On the clock. Second chance shot, and Jordan sends it back. Irving kicks to Junior. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hand.
Yeah, and even if they don't show it, I know the refs are proud of themselves.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Brooklyn Nets, setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. We come back right after this. Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when asked about his future plans.
I know that when the main guy usually decides to move on, you know, that's kind of like a domino effect. It's like, all right, well, if he's leaving, this guy was closer to his age, we can let him go. It affects other people, and I care about guys personally, and, you know, I'm not ashamed of that. So for those reasons, I'm just like, man, you know, I just want to do it my way, and if it don't happen, I can live with that.
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's on. Point guard, how would you construct the perfect shooting guard to complement your game?
My game?
Yep.
Oh, all you got to do is be on the floor, baby. Yeah, you're going to be
Let
good.
it happen.
You're
Just
gonna
let
be
it
good.
happen.
Let it happen. Now, for me, I love guys with a high energy. So that's why I love playing with Bernie. Just guys that had high batteries, because at times I would kind of get too cerebral. And then he would pull me up and just make me emotional. So I like
Become
guys
a dog,
like
right?
Just get emotionally in the game instead of I'm reading the situation. And this guy's no. Just play hard.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, because my guys, John Starks is the same exact way. He was just a great competitor. Like, the moment never got too big, because he always felt like I shouldn't even be here.
Yeah. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Enes Kanter, and it's Powell in at the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
Now that's how you execute in transition. Irving, terrific play, right on spot.
McCollum passes to Covington. And a deep three from Lillard. Brooklyn with the rebound. And what about our special guest? Kenny, thanks for taking the time to join us, dropping by. Always a pleasure. You add so much to the broadcast.
Man, thanks for having me. This is just great.
Thank you. And Brent, you and Kenny both enjoyed success in the NBA. Always great to have his perspective with us here at the broadcast table.
Well, that's nice of you, Kevin, and certainly Kenny has done some remarkable things post-career. And I love the fact with Kenny's presence, he's just got great perspective on the entirety of the game.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Since the Nets acquired Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, the franchise has gone from being an up-and-comer to a potential powerhouse in the East. That's necessitated changes on the bench and on the court. The Nets have added some new veterans. The time is now for Brooklyn to stand up and make its move in the East. Kevin, back to you.
Well, we'll see how they do. David, thank you. Irving passes to Harden. Here's Junior. Passes it to Claxton. The Nets working the ball around now. Harden outside. The three. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And that's his second in this quarter, guys. He's made 3 so far this game and is showing no signs of slowing down.
Now, here's Lillard. He's guarded closely. Good on the bucket.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
Yep, that one goes. Irving's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Hey, James, we know that scoring seems to come easy for you. How do you create that mentality out there?
I just like to have fun. You know, it's all for the kids. It's all for the fans. You know, I think that's what we're here for. And so Guys just go out there, compete, have fun, and just play hard.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for... under their opponent's skin.
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Irving is out there with Harden, and it's Durant. Then there's Griffin, and it's Harris in at the 3 slot.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
And the 3 ball is good. Simons has got 7 points.
Nice delivery there. You can't hesitate when a man comes free on the perimeter. He got it, went right into the shot.
Lobs it up for Jordan. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, that's where he's a huge threat to complete any sort of alley-oop. You could throw that at the top of the square, and DJ's going to throw it in.
Here's Simons. 7 points in the game. This one for 3. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Defense shaking their heads, no idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. The Nets also changing it up. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Bruce Brown.
How about the charisma of KD that time? Teammates loving what he's bringing to the table here tonight.
Here's Simons. Kicks it out to McCollum. And a miss there on the triple.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And the foul called on Junior. That's his first foul. 12 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Well, the coach has confidence in CJ taking that shot, and so CJ has confidence in making it.
And here is Cobb. Oh, to beat the clock. God, what a play!
That is fun to watch. Lets it go at the very last second.
Oh, man, that's got to be frustrating for the defense, too. You just give up momentum like that at the end of the quarter.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to...
For the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Giles. Enes Kanter comes in for Collins. And Carmelo Anthony is subbed in for Little. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Anthony in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Yep, that one goes in there. Irving's got 19 points.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Pass to Kanter. Lillard from outside. The rebound by the Nets. Griffin's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Anthony against Harden. Pass to Junior. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Griffin. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That's some incredible concentration there. Griffin destroying the defense and making the and one look simple.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Powell's checked in, and a switch here for Brooklyn. Harris is checked in. Greg, you played against some terrific players, including the late, great Kobe Bryant. I'd love to hear your thoughts on playing against Kobe.
I mean, his passing is still tough, I'm sure, for many to deal with because he was just taken from us at such a young age. But this guy was a ferocious competitor and someone who showed us in life and in tragedy that you need to make the most of every moment that we have here. You know, I just appreciated to really the fans getting to know Kobe once his career was over, because I think he was able to let his guard down a little bit and show us a lighter side, a more compassionate side.
That is an excellent point. In the corner, Powell with it. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 3 assists in the game.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate, good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
Yes, that goes in.
Just can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Lillard from outside. Brooklyn with the rebound. KD's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Brooklyn.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out.
Okay. Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Giles checked in for Enes Kanter. Collins comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Little, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson in for McCollum. And a new group in for the next. There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that.
No.
Wow, he was up there, Kevin.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Simons, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. And that one misses. Greg, the NBA under Adam Silver has been aggressive, looking for ways to enhance the product and attract fans. Where do you fall on that point? Push the envelope, or don't rock the boat, or maybe somewhere in between?
I think it might be somewhere in between. These days, people's attentions can be pulled in so many different directions. I think they're smart to not rest on their laurels and to continue to try to evolve. But with that evolution, sometimes it's not going to come over as well as they would like. But I'm a fan of some of the experiments, I should say, that we've tried thus far. And I hope the league continues to push the envelope.
That's a good thought. To the middle. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Simons. He's covered by Brown. Little passes to Hollis-Jefferson. The pass to Simons. They get it back. Back to Hollis-Jefferson. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
talk about coming home and grinding and playing 2K. How much does it mean to you to come home and jump into NBA 2K, and what does that mean to you as somebody who's on the front lines?
You know, the thing is, I love working in healthcare just as much as I love playing video games. I think just, you know, coming home from a long day after seeing all the things I do on my daily, on a daily, it's just, I think it's nice to.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. That's a great look at our location tonight. The home of the Suns here in downtown Phoenix. And thanks for joining us on this Christmas Eve. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, if you'll allow a DC kid to be a little parochial right now, while there are some basketball hotbeds throughout the world, Prince George's County in the heart of Maryland is among the finest. A litany of NBA players have come from PG, including Kevin Durant, Victor Oladipo, Markelle Fultz, Michael Beasley, and Quinn Cook.
Great stuff as always, DA, thanks. So the Nets starting five. Durant is out there with Griffin. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Harden. And it's Harris in at the small forward position. And for the Suns, Booker and Bridges are the wings. Ayton is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Paul in at the one spot. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to...
Kaminsky, he's checked in for the Suns. Cameron Payne comes in for Chris Paul. The Nets also changing it up. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. And Junior subbed in for James Harden. Booker looking around. Plenty of space. Jordan with the rebound.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Kept alive. Durant. And finished off by KD.
Yeah, he's got those Inspector Gadget arms. I mean, they go on forever. Durant, a threat on the offensive glass, too.
And here's Payne. 9 points last game. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence. And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season, and yet they did the right thing. And when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go. And given how big Kaminsky is, it's tough to knock him off balance. I mean, he does a really good job of maintaining his focus.
Junior the pass to Jordan. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
55 seconds left in the first quarter. Payne passes to Ayton. Back to Payne. KD comes with the double team. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Bridges kicks to Payne. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Payne's got 5.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
On the wing, Irving. Pass to Junior. Lock at 6. Pops it up for Jordan. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
Now, Booker. 35 points for him last game against Miami.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Brooklyn. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to face night in and night out.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot in the first half, where they, hitting on all cylinders, playing good brand of ball, moving fast, playing great defense. And I feel like we're at that level to start the game, and then, it's about who can last at that level the longest.
In this one.
And both of these sides were fighting tooth and nail for a playoff spot and split their season series at one apiece.
And you have to think that they'll know just how much is at stake in these meetings.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Andre Ayton's checked in for Saric. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Johnson. And it's Bridges in for Torrey Craig. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Kaminsky out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Payne in at the point guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. 5 to shoot. Harden can't hit. The Suns leading. On the wing, Booker, defended by Durant. Here's Ayton. And it's off the back rim, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Junior dishes to Durant. And the rejection by Ayton.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Harris. Kicks it out to Harden. Down low. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Free throw good, Junior. And Beats has quite the all-star roster, don't they, of NBA representatives. You can add Junior now to their list of spokesmen.
From musicians to athletes, Beats has always looked at rising stars to attach their brand. Seeing how he's played, it makes sense that they'd want to bring Junior into the fold.
Here's Kaminsky, and the rejection by Harden. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. So Kaminsky will go to the free throw line. It's going to be on James Harden. The Suns have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. The free throw drops for Kaminsky.
Frank Kaminsky was picked 9th overall back in the 2015 draft, and he's really established himself in a few years as a quality role player who can stretch the floor.
Bridges with it. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
How about that one?
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly... Big group substitution here for Phoenix. Saric checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Kaminsky comes in for Crowder. Johnson, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Torrey Craig in for Chris Paul. The Nets also changing it up. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Joe Harris. Junior comes in for James Harden. And it's Cobb in for Irving. And there's the pass to Booker. Over Cobb. Does not find the basket. He's shooting 50% from the floor on 14 tries.
and basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Cobb is out there with Junior. And it's Durant. Then there's Brown. And it's Griffin in at the 5 down low.
This is a guy who once scored 70 points in a game. Booker doesn't take much for him to start percolating.
In the corner, it's Griffin. Pass to Junior. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. And we know the story, Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skill.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
Inside, Junior, and Junior throws it down. Well, Greg, we know a kind of energy that Junior plays with on the floor. That's led to energy company Mobile One reaching out for him to be a spokesman.
And it just feels like all the Fortune 100 companies are reaching out to Junior. This guy's destined for greatness, and the offers are just rolling in.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. It's going to be Booker shooting. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. Mikal Bridges checked in for the Suns. And a change for the Nets. Harden's checked in.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense. That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Now here's Kaminsky. He's tightly guarded. So the wing on the left. Booker outside. Shoots over Cobb. Got a hand on it. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Now, you can't sleep on this guy's finishing ability. He loves getting room to throw it down on you, and he'll put you in a poster if you let him.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Ayton is out there with Frank Kaminsky. And it's Paul in at the point. Who's out there for Phoenix. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Durant. Junior with it. Now guarded by Ayton. And KD throws it down.
Yeah, you know, they get it to Durant because they trust him. They've got great confidence in him finishing in the open court.
Paul passes to Kaminsky. Suns moving the ball around. Bridges misses.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take it down.
And Harden with the stuff.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
A nice shot by Booker.
Not just an outside shooter. Booker is also skilled at getting it done from that area as well.
Oh, Griffin in position. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
You know, I think you may have forced.
Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. and they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
A minute 20 left to play in the final quarter. And 8 in the bucket on the assist from Crowder. And the Suns lead by 11.
And padding that field goal percentage, it's hard to stop Aiden when he gets the ball that deep.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Phoenix has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Craig kicks to Paul. Over Junior, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Phoenix.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Devin Booker.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
Shot by Crowder, no good. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 11. And that one's good, Junior.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
So the Suns win it. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
It's just, I think it's nice to come home, relax, jump in a party with the boys, play some NBA 2K. I love it.
Last year, we talked about your daughter playing NBA 2K, and now I have to ask you, what does she think about the WNBA being in the game?
Well, can I just tell you that, first of all, we established a rule in our house. You're not allowed to play the same team against each other. So she always picks the Sparks. So it forces me to choose between all the other WNBA teams. And as a competitor, I don't want to play with the Minnesota Lynx. I don't want to play with Seattle Storms.
Woo! I was on the edge of my seat after that finals. We are here with Ty Debo, a.k.a. Two-Way Rocco. Ty, how are you feeling after that big victory?
Exhausted, mentally, emotionally. It's been a long day, and I'm glad it's over.
I want to see that Mavs and Raptors rivalry going on. I see Downs try to take King center. He tried to take his center. I see what's.
We get a look at the sun shining in the buildings of downtown Salt Lake City, Utah. Our broadcast location today. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Donovan Mitchell grew up around pro athletes. His father worked in Major League Baseball, and Donovan said, "I saw guys making millions, staying humble and grounded. I also saw the other side. So I try to treat people right."
What a great guy. DA, thank you for that. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Durant. Then there's Harris. And it's Jordan in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Jazz, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Ingles outside with Favors at power forward. And it's Gobert in at the 5. And Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. As Abuki's checked in, Ilyasova comes in for Derek Favors. O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles, and it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant. Brownie's checked in for Joe Harris. And Junior subbed in for James Harden. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Mitchell with it, picked up by Brown.
The offense is sputtering a bit here, starting to fall behind.
And stolen by Ilyasova. Now, here's Mitchell. Tight defense on him. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
A shot's good from Irving.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
A shot by Clarkson, no good. And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 20-4 run right now. Here's O'Neal. Nice hit again. And Mitchell with the layup.
You look at Donovan Mitchell and you don't understand the guy has a 6'10 wingspan. He's a problem on the offensive glass.
Irving. And the layup's good off the glass. Irving's got his second bucket of the night.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
The drive by Mitchell. Offensive rebound. Here's Ilyasova, and Ilyasova throws it down.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Brooklyn shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Thomas checked in for Utah. And the Nets also making a change. Dinwiddie's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Jazz trail by 14. Clarkson bounce pass. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
The one thing with Clarkson, sometimes he can get a little out of control.
Three minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Joe Ingles is out there with Ilyasova. And it's Rudy Gobert. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. And it's Clarkson in at the shooting guard position. That's the group right now for Utah. To the Jazz, their last game, a loss to the Warriors in San Francisco.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture changer.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. For the Utah Jazz last season, there was a lot of fallout from the COVID crisis. But Rudy Gobert was able to patch up things with his teammates and specifically guard Donovan Mitchell after Gobert realized his mistake. For a team with so much maturity and potential to win, it's good to see them finally be able to turn the page. Guys?
Good to see things back on track. Thanks, David. 59 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Now, here's Junior. Covered by Mitchell. Pass to Irving. Shoots over Clarkson. No good from Irving.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Ingles kicks to Mitchell. And here is Jordan. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Harden, that's good.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Mitchell outside. From downtown, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. James, thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's Harris, and it's Durant, and it's Jordan in at the pivot, manning the middle. Now, here's Junior. He averages a bit over 6 points a game, and Durant gets it to go.
Well, he's so effective close to the rim because Kevin Durant has the size, he has the feel, and he knows he can score at will.
1:39 left in the third. And Thomas, here we go. That shot off. Brooklyn's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. KD with the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Clarkson. Softly drops in the floater.
Well, very difficult to guard the floater. Jordan Clarkson, nicely done.
To the left wing. Jordan high post. And the rejection by Favors. And he gets it back. And slam dunk by Jordan. The Nets shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. A different look for Utah. Gobert comes in for Derek Favors. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for O'Neal. Jordan no good on the free throw.
Well, when DeAndre Jordan is engaged, this guy is flat out.
Oh my goodness! What a play!
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
Stolen by Mitchell. Thomas down low. He's got 5. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Cobb. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he shot foul shots at about a 75% clip a season ago.
Brooklyn with the ball. KD dishes to Junior. 29 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Trying to find Durant. He's got it now. It's good. KD's got 17 now.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Plays it up off the glass.
There is a level of physicality, and the frame of Donovan Mitchell allows him to finish through contact.
Cobb passes to Junior. Cobb kicks to Junior. Outside Durant. From deep. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Brooklyn, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside. And it's Ingles in at the 3 slot. That's the group right now for Utah. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which...
Shooting one.
Dishes it to Mitchell. And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. The pass to Conley. Rebounded by the Nets.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Ingles kicks to Conley. Pass to Mitchell. 5 on the clock. From the top of the key. And that one is off. Nets have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Griffin, and Griffin stays with it.
You know, Griffin is so sure of himself when he shoots it. That confidence really goes a long way.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Mitchell. Count it.
I tell you, when Donovan Mitchell starts to cook, you might as well sit back and enjoy the show.
1:41 left in the fourth quarter. Now, Junior. To the inside. Dinwiddie passes to Junior. Stolen by Mitchell.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Nets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for KD.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy, in attack mode all evening.
So Utah ends up going with the new group.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Junior the pass to Green.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Pass to Oni. There's 39 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Hughes. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. Passes it to Junior. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. To the paint. And that one, good.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
And that one drops for him.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
Junior, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile one block?
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alden, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
game last night.
Huddle up, fellas. Let's go over the game plan. Our goal today is to fine-tune our transition defense. We gotta limit easy scores. All right, let's get right into some transition drills. out there and put up some more shots.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. Get your head in the game. Man, I can't even watch this. Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do. get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Hey, he can ball, huh?
Get your mind right.
Now we're rolling.
Come on, focus.
Hey, hit me up.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Hey, he can ball, huh? Too strong.
So I see what's going on out there. So Dom, I don't need you to go for MVP season, and hopefully Kenny doesn't get MVP anymore since Sick is gone.
Nah, yeah, we can't have that, man. He does enough last season.
Yeah, I like that. I like that, Dom. I like it.
What'd he say?
I don't know. It sounded like T-Mac clown pants. That's what I heard.
Thank you, 2K community. Thank you, 2K. I hope to see everybody in the park, in the city, and please go put them Jordan 1 main conditions on. I really appreciate it.
The big question, though, is have you ever hit a 3 with Ben Simmons in Play Now Online?
Yes, it was 2K20.
Had to go back a whole game year.
I would ask 10-year-old Dane what you wanted to be when you grew up. What would you have said?
For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much. In this era of player empowerment, no aspect is more important than their determination to make sure their voices are heard. As continued cases of social injustice come to light, they refuse to simply shut up and dribble, if you get my meaning. Instead, they're using their platform to affect change. Kevin, it's a movement among some very determined players.
Much needed indeed, David. Thank you. Look at the 76ers starting group. E.J. Tucker is out there with Embiid. Then it's Harden. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Maxey in at the 5. And for Brooklyn, they've got Kyrie Irving. Simmons is out there with Durant. Then it's Curry. And it's Claxton in at the center, filling out the middle. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Now, here's Maxey. Here's Harden on the wing. Six on the shot clock. Now, here's Maxey. Not a lot of room. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. And then Durant with the jam.
I mean, stretch Armstrong. Durant doesn't even need to jump, it seems, to throw it down. His athleticism, his height, his length, it's just unreal.
Now here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Well, and last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
Durant kicks to Irving. KD against Harris. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Simmons.
This is what a point guard should do. Simmons is so adept at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
And so here is Philadelphia.
And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He's averaged over double digits assists the year they played him at point guard. He makes you pay for sending help.
Here's Embiid after the made shot from KD. They get it back. Embiid. And it's blocked by Simmons.
Oh, such a smart defensive player. He knows how to use his reach to alter shots.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
Well, Irving came into this league as a terrific three-point shooter, and I think he's only getting better with age if he can.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
Oh, he's never rattled at the strike. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
For Philadelphia, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Maxey. No good on the triple.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
The kick out to Irving. Now the pass to Durant. To the middle. Claxton the pass to Durant. And stolen by Harris. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And that one's good. Maxey.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Nets passing it around. Simmons passes to Claxton. Irving for 3. Rebound by Joel Embiid.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
To the inside, and the shot goes in. And this game is tied up now.
Oh, the brute strength of Tucker, so effective at pushing through whatever the defense throws his way.
Outside Curry. No good off the back of the rim.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range, just maybe rushed his release a little bit. Love to see him battling in there. Go get it, little fella.
Here's Claxton. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Now look, an assist like that gives Durant more hype than any other play he makes. He loves creating an easy bucket for a teammate.
Now, here's Maxey. Inside. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Maxey's got his second basket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Nets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Just 5 on the clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Shot's good by Watanabe.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right
The
there.
76ers trail. Melton feeling it out a bit. There's 1:54 left to play here in the first. Here's Harrell, and there's the bucket. Stand with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
The dogged intensity Harrell has is just insane. And he uses all this energy to his advantage, particularly on the glass.
Now here is Harris. Pass to Morris. Over Harrell. It's hauled in by Thibault. For Philadelphia, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Mills kicks to Harris. That 3 off the mark. The 76ers lead it. Passes to Melton.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that was a stunner.
Here's Morris. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
I love the strength of Morris. Even with suffocating defense, he wheels these shots in.
Here's Melton. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. To the wing right side. O'Neal passes to Mills. Here's Watanabe. And here's Harris from the arc. Rebound by Harrell. Here is House. Over O'Neal. Top of the key jumper, no good. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. 76ers lead by 2. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the scrutiny that players have to deal with on a daily basis.
For me, it comes with blocking criticism from people I don't really need to hear from. You know, I don't mind. Everyone has their opinion. Everyone's going to say something, which is fine. But at the same time, I got to worry about, you know, what I need to focus on.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise. Has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And so in the game for the 76ers, we've got Montrezl Harrell. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Shake Milton. And it's House in at the 4-man position. Here's Thybulle. Nailed from three-point land. Thybulle's got the lead up to 3 now for the 76ers. A From the wing, Harris. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Good on the three-point shot.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
And Mills in the NBA for over a decade now, GA, but he still has incredible speed that's the key to his game.
And Kevin, with Mills, that end-to-end speed doesn't get shown off too often. In the half court, though, he does a great job of creating looks for himself, accelerates off of screens, can still leave a defender in the dust when he turns it on.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Morris. Ben Simmons comes in for O'Neal. Durant's checked in for T.J. Warren. And Curry subbed in for Harris. Pass to Mills. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly, born and raised.
Brooklyn leading by 4. The drive by Simmons. No one near Curry as he lets it go. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
Harden outside. Shoots over Curry. Harden finds Tucker. That's tipped, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And yes, it's good. Tucker's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Nets.
Here's Simmons, and yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul, unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. That's good from Simmons.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
I mean, what you can appreciate about Simmons is his all-around game. I mean, he can score, he can pass, I mean, he can rebound, and he does it all at an efficient rate.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one on Embiid.
That's just the sheer strength of Simmons. You want to try to tie him down? He's going to fight hard for every bucket.
And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot,
but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Katie against Harris. Out to the right wing. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. There's the lob to Harden. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. At the elbow, it's Simmons. Banked in off the glass. Simmons got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets.
The physicality of Simmons on display, showing some fight and fearlessness with plays like this.
Now, here's Maxey, covered by Mills. The Nets on offense. They're on a 19-5 run here. Simmons inside. Guarded by Tucker. No coverage that time. Durant's got 9 points.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
And now it's looking like it's going to be their night. I mean, the lead keeps getting bigger.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Patty Mills. The 76ers trail by 15. Harden scanning the floor. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And this is Harden's specialty. He's a wizard at getting contact, finding a way to finish.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And just a top-notch free throw shooter this year, all the way up there at 88%.
Here's Simmons trying to get open as Irving. And Simmons gets it to go on the assist by Irving.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Maxey passes to Tucker. Down low. And no good that time. Good D by Irving.
And until he starts knocking down some shots, I don't think the deficit's going to get any smaller.
.139 left in the second quarter. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Some changes for Philadelphia. Matisse Thybulle comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Maxey. Here's Melton. The pass to Harden. Here's the three. Rebound, Brooklyn. Simmons got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Simmons got 11 points in the quarter.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. It's a 16-point game. Pass to Harden. Fires the three. Kevin Durant with the rebound.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Irving's shot is good.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Harden the pass to Melton. Now here is Harris. Harden outside. Embiid. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first two attempts. Now 1 for 3.
It's easy to see how Harden's been the league's top assist man before. I mean, he makes the special feeds.
Curry on the wing. Back to Irving. Nets passing it around. KD's shot is off. The 76ers trail by 17. There's the three. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, no need to rush right here. Let the clock run a little, then execute your offense.
Curry passes to Claxton. Outside, KD knocks it loose. It could go. No good on the last second attempt there. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Nets out in front, leading by 17. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 13 points. Well, we know he's a magician on the court. Kenny, has there ever been anyone better at handling the basketball than Kyrie Irving?
If I'm being honest?
Yes.
No. He's just another level of player at that position.
You said no. Did you forget about Isaiah Thomas? Allen Iverson, Steph Curry? Listen, Kyrie Irving is a guy you can always compare them to. Don't say no.
Okay.
Like those guys don't exist.
All right, my bad. You're right.
And that's going to do it for...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
This was a huge bonus for this team. I mean, they weren't expecting it, but they will absolutely take it.
Kyrie Irving is out there with Curry. Then there's Markieff Morris. And it's Durant. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And Harris wide open. He shoots. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Catch and drain. Harris is a dead-eye shooter. He provides great space.
And last season, P.J. Tucker signing a six-figure sneaker deal with Nike, maybe helping to offset how much he spent on shoes over the years.
Yeah, G.A., the most renowned sneakerhead in this league. He owns thousands of pairs, and you'll even see him change sets in the middle of a game.
The 76ers trailed by 18. Harden the pass to Maxey. Harden with it. To the inside. It's deflected. Here's Embiid. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Embiid's got his second bucket. Nets shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. And Brooklyn with another turnover here. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
We have that game right here. One sloppy play after another.
Here's Irving. He's got 5. Outside Curry. Back to Irving. Misses in close.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Embiid from outside. Brooklyn with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Irving with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Irving can't get it to go.
Might take them a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. Just need to calm down, play their game.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Harden against Curry. Harden outside, fires from deep. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got 7.
Not many folks thought that Tucker would have success as an NBA three-point shooter. He's proven all of them wrong. He's got good range.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Hey, Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And Let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Watanabe's checked in, and O'Neal subbed in for Kevin Durant. Right side, Irving. 6 to shoot. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
I love seeing that kind of unselfishness. Irving has proven to be a sensational teammate.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Inside, here's Harrell, and Harrell slams it in.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And Mills kicks to Irving. To the paint, here's Watanabe. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 5 assists in the game.
I mean, the playmaking skills of Irving, a great passer. I mean, a high IQ player.
House the pass to Maxey. Out to the wing for the 3. Offensive rebound, Tucker. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 9.
Straight up effort gets him those points. That's what it's all about on the offensive glass.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Irving dishes to Mills. Back to Irving. Nets passing it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot, no good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Here is House, guarded by O'Neal. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Tucker is a bulldog, someone that enjoys going at the defense inside and earning the call.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for Philadelphia. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Maxey. Brooklyn leading by 13. O'Neal passes to Simmons to the middle. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, we know about Warren's unfortunate injuries in the past, but when he's healthy, he sure is exciting to watch.
Both free throws good from Warren. Here's Melton. Passes it to Tucker. Takes a 3. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Oh, he's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
Irving. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
And C-Web, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, Chio. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
The 76ers trail by 14. 1:07 left to play in the third. Here's Thybulle. Harrell trying to free himself up. Thybulle can't get it to go. The Nets have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. And Simmons kicks to O'Neal inside and stolen by Thybulle. And now the 76ers on the break. Here's Melton. Here's Harrell. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Harrell's got 4 points in the quarter. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Left side, Irving. Harris dishes to Irving. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Irving's pump fake is dangerous. Got to stay down on him. When you jump, he goes right into the defender.
That's good from Irving. And the Nets making a change here. Durant's checked in. Then for the 76ers, Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Harrell. Tobias Harris comes in for PJ Tucker. And it's Harden in for Danuel House. The 76ers trail by 14. Thibault with the ball. He has 7. Kicks it out to Harden. Shot clock at 6. Up top, Embiid. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Embiid's got 6 points.
Shots like this demonstrate why people are excited about Embiid. I mean, he has no fear catching this shot.
Here's Durant. The offensive rebound. Here's Simmons. Knocked loose. And so it's Brooklyn. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The 76ers trail by 12. So on the floor for Philadelphia. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Harden, and it's Melton in at the point. And James Harden, good for 3. Harden's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the 76ers. Here's Simmons. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Playing to his strengths on the offensive end. Simmons, I mean, an added bonus whenever he catches fire.
Harden against Curry. Lets the 3 fly. Harden, no good.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
He gets that one.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Melton. Harris outside. To the inside. Melton's shot is good.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Down low, Simmons fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
What focus from the young guard. I like how Simmons stayed locked in on scoring despite the contact.
Maxey's checked in for DeAnthony Melton. That one misses for Simmons. You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Maxey. A 3-pointer off the mark. Nets leading by 11. Durant just inside the line. Now Harden. Thybulle kicks to Harden. Pass to Harris. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harris has got it back down to single digits for Philadelphia. Timeout called the Nets. And with the 4th quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. Some changes for Brooklyn. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Durant. And Harris subbed in for Seth Curry. And Philadelphia also making a switch. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack. He told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense and just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to 9. They're back within single digits after that one from Joel Embiid. And the pass to Warren. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Harris with it. Now defended by Warren. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Brooklyn leading by 7. Irving passes to Simmons. In the corner, it's Harris. Outside Irving. And he uses the glass on the layup. Irving's got 12 points here in the second half.
Oh, I like when Irving turns on the jet. Amazing quickness on the drive from the speedy guard.
Harris against Harden. Pass to Maxey. Looking to end his cold spell. Here's Embiid, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight. And that speaks to how solid his shot selection has been. Nothing forced and really no bad decisions. Just good, smart, offensive basketball.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. He dishes it to Irving. Over Maxey. The kick out to Irving. Outside Curry. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. 6 on the shot clock. And oh, that was something else.
Oh, and look out. KD is just hurting everyone's feelings with that slam. Simply amazing.
The 76ers trail by 9. Top of the key, Harris. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got assist number 8 here in this one already. And here's Irving. Pass to Simmons. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
Oh, it puts it on the deck and takes it to the hoop. Simmons is one of the best at using the dribble to score.
1:41 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now, here's Maxey. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
He throw good, Maxey. It's the Nets now. 6-point lead. Here's KD. Just 5 to shoot. And Embiid pulls it down. The 76ers trail by 6. And here's Harden for 3. That one misses.
I know he wants to get him back into this, but that's not the way to do it. Look at these smart shots, not these.
Durant with it. To the paint, and Embiid with the steal.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Oh, yeah, a little room for error now. We'll see what they run.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 5. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And now we've got the intentional foul. So Brooklyn now. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And they go to the intentional foul.
At the line, your next, Kevin Durant.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
I mean, Durant's an incredible player. I don't know how much better you can get. We've had a front row seat for quite a while watching his game this season.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Those free throws helping him to make the lead even safer.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They're trailing by 6. 24 seconds left in the fourth. Seconds left to play here in the fourth. And the dunk by Embiid.
What I love about the big man is his fearlessness. I mean, Embiid, he's a leader who feels comfortable taking big shots.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They lead by 4. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Joe Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving comes in for Patty Mills. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the Nets with possession. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
At the line, your next, Kyrie Irving. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game. And the 76ers call time here. They trail by 6. There's 18 seconds left in the game. Guys, what's your take?
Still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, right now it's technically a 2-possession game, but that means you'll have to hit 2 threes without your opponent scoring again.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Maxey passes to Embiid. For 3, Harris. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Harden. No good on the 3. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's his second personal foul. 5th team foul. Shooting for Brooklyn.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Olden, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.